What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to talk to you guys on this side only because I asked you guys on Instagram what you would like to see next, and a lot of you said you need help with blending your eyeshadow and just eyeshadow in general. So this is what we're doing today. I am going to make it very simple for you. We're going to talk about blending. We're going to talk about the inner corner, the outer corner, transition shades, what brushes to use, the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. So make sure you stay until the end of the video where I will give you my honest review on what I think about the palette. We are going to do the do's and don'ts of eyeshadow and basically recreating this look. Let me know what you think about the look in the comments below, what you would like to see next. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you want to learn a little bit more about eyeshadows and see how I use the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette, just keep watching. Alrighty guys, so let's get started. I prefer to do my eyes first before I actually do my full face of makeup. So first step, something that honestly helped me learn exactly where to keep the eyeshadow, not to go too far out or mess up, was using tape. So you're going to grab your tape and you're going to place it right under your lash line. And sorry if you hear some rumbling. Miami, we don't really get fall, you know, falling leaves and chilly weather. It's tons of rain, humidity, and it's hot. So after you have applied your tape, you're going to prime your eyelids. If you have really oily eyelids, your eyeshadows are going to kind of blend together and it's going to look very muddy throughout the end of the day. So you do want a really good primer to make sure that everything's set, everything looks nice, and it just makes your job a whole lot easier. So you're going to grab a concealer. You could prime with concealer, the same concealer that you use for your under eyes, or you could actually use an actual eyelid primer. But I'm just going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm going to put it on the eyelid right here. You could put like 4, 5, 7, I did a lot, little dots. You're going to grab your beauty sponge, beauty blender, brush, whatever you want to use, and you're just going to blend it in. This also will help if you have a lot of veins on your eyelid, so that helps my veins to just disappear. And then you're going to grab setting powder. Any setting powder works, and just a little bit, and you're just going to dab it on. Alright, so right there you have your base, and on this side we're not going to prime. We don't need primer. So now moving on to the actual eyeshadow. We are going to be using the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette from her collection, The Vault. And this is the one that called my name. Like, all the other ones are very, very beautiful. They have really nice colors, but this one to me, I don't know, it's just so different. I feel like it's the blues and the greens. It's so pretty. It's a very cool tone, dark palette. This is so great for nighttime looks. And, you know, when you want to look all sultry and sexy and, you know. So we are moving on to actually putting eyeshadow onto our eyes, and we're going to start off with a transition shade. A transition shade is basically a color that is going to allow all the dark colors to really kind of blend in very nicely and not look too harsh, and it's going to allow your eye look to not look messy. Okay, so for our transition shades, you always want to go with the lighter colors in the palette. Okay, so for example right here, if you have more fair skin, then you're going to use the color Poof. Yeah, the color Poof. This is too light for me. This would be actually more of like a highlight for me for my brow bone. So I'm going to move on to Shh. We're going to grab a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe R37. I love this brush. It's perfect to blend out. And you're going to tap off the excess. We want to build up the eyeshadow instead of just packing on every single color, because then it's going to look very messy. So you're going to grab the brush, tap off the excess, you're going to go right onto your crease, and you're going to do back and forth motion. Alright, just like this, very lightly. You could also do circular motions going back and forth. When it comes to eyeshadow, blend your life away. This is all you're going to be doing. Trust me, I have no patience for absolutely anything. So if I could do this, you could do this too. And this side, where you don't believe in lighter transition shades, I'm just going to pack on a color because you know what? I don't have time to be blending my life away. Okay, so I'm gonna be going into this color Mojo. We don't tap off the excess either. We don't believe in that. So just get in there, right? We're gonna go right on top. Yes. Alright, so you guys are close and personal, but you could actually see what I'm doing on my eyes. So on that same brush, I am going to grab the color Potion right here, and I'm going to also add it to my transition shade. It is very important to blend because then you're going to end up looking like that. We are going to move on to even darker colors, okay? Think of it as like from 0 to 100, you know what I mean? So you're going very light, very nice, and then bam! You go in with the glitter and the sparkle and all of that. This eyeshadow look that I'm going to be showing you guys today was the first eyeshadow look that I ever learned how to do. You could do it with whatever colors you want. It looks beautiful. People still use it today, and it is the halo eye, and it's actually so easy to learn. Alright guys, so now we're going to add dimension to the crease dimension. I'm pretty sure it's dimension. Do I call Siri again? I'm just kidding. And for this, you're going to grab a small precision brush. The one that I'm using is from Ulta, and it is called the small eyeshadow. Probably brush, but it doesn't say it. And it is just a very dense brush. It could pack on color very nicely. I'm going to go into the color Busted right here. You're going to pack on the color, still tap off the excess, especially because this is a very dark color. And you're going to go right onto the outer crease or outer corner, and you're going to pack on that color. And the inner corner of your eye as well. Now with the halo eye, if you feel like you don't really have a crease going on, if you have very hooded eyes, or you just don't really see your crease, you could connect on the top. So for example, right there where you see that there's a little blank, you could connect the colors. I don't have to do that because my crease kind of just hides all of that work right when I open my eyes because they're very deep set, so I don't have to do that. Alright guys, so we have our blue, and then on this side, we're going to grab a very big fluffy brush. So you guys see how it's not even blending nicely? You're just using a very fluffy brush, and that's just going to get the color everywhere. So after that, we are going to move on to our lid color. Okay, so today we are going to use Diversion right here. And you're going to use a flat brush. I'm just going to pack on the color right in the middle where you see that it's just blank. Alright, so you have your shimmery shade. This is how it should be looking. And now, guess it. Guess what we're going to do right now. Just guess. Guess. I feel like Dora, you know, when she's like,
Amigos, where are we going? That's right!
We are going to blend. You're going to grab your clean brush. We are going to go back to that color Busted on our precision brush, and we're just going to intensify that color. I'm going to add a little bit of Power Cut, this color right here, and I'm going to add it a little bit in the middle just to intensify that color. Yes, it's a lot more silvery. So now we're going to move on to our don'ts. We are going to grab Diversion, and we are just going to pack that color there. And we're not going to blend, we're not going to do anything. I am done. We're going to highlight our brow bone, so I'm going to grab the color Poof right here. Okay guys, so now we're going to clean up the fallout. Take off your tape and just clean off the fallout. Now I will be doing my face makeup, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so my face makeup is done, and we are going to move on to the lower lash line and inner corner. We are going to use two brushes, okay? This right here is the Real Techniques smudge brush, and as you can tell, it is very small. And this right here is the Morphe B37. I love this brush for my inner corner and as well as my lower lash line. It's just a pencil brush, so we're going to be using these two. So when it comes to the lower lash line, it's basically following some of the same steps that you did on your eyelid. I am going to start off with I'm going to put it right on my lower lash line, tap off the excess. You are going to just smudge it right on. Now we are going to grab the color Busted on that exact same brush, and we're going to focus it right on that outer lash line. Make sure you connect the upper outer corner to the lower lash line. It's better to build up than to have something super dark and you can't even work with it, trust me. Just like that. And then on this side, we are going to grab the color Busted, not tap off the excess. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. Now we're going to grab the Morphe B37 and go into the color Potion. You're going to grab a little bit, you're going to tap off the excess, and you're going to start blending all those colors. Okay, and now we are going to grab that same B37. Okay, you could clean it up a little bit, and we're going to go into the color Power Cut, okay, right here, and you're going to highlight your inner corner. And on this side, we're going to do the exact same thing, but as you can tell, it's right on top of that blue, so it just looks very messy. Now you're going to grab your mascara and you're going to do your bottom lashes. I'm using the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. I love it because of the wand. It is very thin. And what I like to do to brighten up the eye more is grab a nude eyeliner. This is from ColourPop and it is called Honey Dude. So all you're going to do is just color in your waterline. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Please stick to this side. This is the final look, alright? And no, we're not going to do that. One last thing. I do want to touch up on what brushes you need. It is okay to have 4 brushes to use. You could create this exact look, make it look amazing with just 4 brushes. And it is these 4 brushes right here. We have our crease brush, blending brush. This is the Morphe M441. I also do have the Wet n Wild. I don't know what it's called. It doesn't really have a name, but it is the same exact thing. Very fluffy and perfect for blending. The next brush is the Ulta small eyeshadow, the one that we use to pack on Busted on our outer and inner crease. I absolutely love this. It is perfect to pack on color. The next one, this is new. I got it on my BoxyCharm, but just a flat eye brush. This is from the brand Alamar. And this one right here is the Morphe B37. This is the one that we use for our inner highlight and for our lower lash line. I have really affordable brushes. You are not going to see me spending $20 or $30. Maybe one day, you never know, I'll use those brushes. But for now, honestly, my collection just is Morphe, Elf, and that's about it. Mostly Morphe, and they are honestly all unique. And my final reviews on the palette, I know it's been a while that it's been out and there's a billion reviews out there, but my personal opinion, I love it. I think it's an amazing palette. It's beautiful, how I said in the beginning. I just love the colors. I love the scheme of it. I think you could create a lot from it. You could do a very nice smoky eye just using the browns and the black, or you could do something like this. You could use the greens and just do a green eye. I love it. And this is the Dark Magic palette. The only thing is that the shimmers do have a lot of fallout, so watch out with that. And Potion was the only one that I had trouble blending in, but literally that's about it. Everything is beautiful. Love it. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got a lot from the tips that I shared with you. And make sure you tune in next weekend for another video. Bye guys.